So we're now here in the ORCA processing hall, which is sort of the mechanical bits of it all. Behind me, you have the hot and cold water intake. We use steam to release the CO2 from the collector containers outside. So we purify the water here. We send it through these pipelines over there to the collector containers. Those then heat up the containers, and then which releases the CO2. And we suck in the CO2 here, and we take it through these pipes over here where it's further purified, so it's 100% CO2. And we gather it up in that big blue balloon up there. And from there, we send it down to a compressor and through an underground pipeline over to Carbfix for the sequestration part of it. So over here, we have the pumps that pump out the steam and the heat to the collector containers, and also that suck in the CO2 from outside before it's purified and continues on its way. If you look here to the top, you see a big blue balloon which actually contains CO2. So after we've purified it so it's 100% CO2, we gather it here because we need a steady stream when we're sending it over to Carbfix for the sequestration part. So we turn it into stone.
Okay, that's good.
So here we are at ORCA on the Hedvigshede Heath outside of Reykjavik. This is the first and only direct air capture and storage unit in the world. And it's actually the only direct air capture unit that is operating at a commercial scale already today. ORCA can capture 4,000 tons of CO2 per year. That's not a huge deal in the large scheme of things. So we have a very ambitious scale-up plan. So that's in part why you see these are modular units. So we can scale up pretty quickly. So just behind you, you would see another building being constructed. That's the next step in the plan. That will be Mammoth, which will be 9 times bigger than ORCA, capturing 72,000 tons. No, I'm sorry. Capturing 36,000 tons of CO2 per year.
Say that's in, it's one more.
Yeah. So these are modular units, which makes it very easy for us to scale up, which is, of course, very important. 4,000 tons is quite a lot, but it's not nearly enough. So we have a very ambitious 10-fold scale-up plan, and already we're building the next plant, which will be capable of capturing 36,000 tons of CO2 per year. So we'll be going from 4,000 tons to 40,000 tons here in this heath in a matter of a couple of years. So if you look here, you'll see these modular units. These are collector-sized units, so they fit into the infrastructures, so they fit on boats and cars, so we can transport them. Each of these units has 4 chambers. Now, there's 6 chambers. Can I
start over again as each one of these
okay.
things does? Yeah.
So these collector container-sized units, they're created for Sorry. Okay, so here we have these collector containers, which are the direct air capture machines. These are the same size as a regular shipping container, so that means they're easy to transport and ship. And each of these containers here has 6 chambers. And for each chamber, you have 2 vents that pull in the ambient air from outside in.
Shot.
And the air.
Sorry.
Yeah. So we have 6 chambers, and each chamber has 2 vents that pull in the air from the ambient air, and inside we have this specialized filter that captures the CO2 molecules. Now, once the filter is full, there's an automatic door that closes off that particular compartment, and we use heat. We heat it up to around 100 degrees Celsius, and this releases the CO2, and we then suck that back into the processing hall, and then we send it over for the sequestration part that Carbfix does, turning it into stone in less than 2 years. So we take it from the ambient air and we turn it into stone in less than 2 years.
That was great.
The collector containers were actually designed so that they would fit in with the local environment. So here we are in the middle of a lava field So black is quite a good color to fit into the black lava.
Can you say the whole thing louder? A little louder?
Yep. So we of course want these collector containers to be aesthetically pleasing as well. So they are sort of designed to fit in with the local landscape, which is, well, you can't really see it now because it's winter, but there's a lot of lava and lava fields around here, which are of course black. So hence these dark colors and the green of the moss.